Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. I'm Tracy Shuchart, Senior Economist, and here are the headlines moving markets this afternoon. First off, we had a 10-year auction. It was an A-plus auction with a yield of 4.033%. We did see both bonds and equities rally on the back of this. And why is because when an auction is met with robust demand, it signals that investors' confidence or continued appetite for U.S. Treasuries remains solid, which boosts bond prices and lowers prevailing yields. And if the auction clears at slightly below the market rates, as we just did, it suggests no need for higher yields to attract investors, which obviously is interpreted as a bullish sign for existing bonds. And the strong bond rally or the strong bond demand drives down yields, making equities relatively more attractive for investors if they expect rates to remain stable or fall. And we already know they're looking at what the Fed is going to do next week. So lower yields, ease borrowing costs for corporations and consumers, and support equity valuation. So we did see a jump in both bonds and in the equity markets, although we have since given some of that back in the equity markets. And that leads me to, let's talk about that PPI number this morning. We had a weakening PPI number. Now, really, I think what this reflects is the actual weakness in the labor markets, which tends to be disinflationary, because if you have weakness in the labor market, you don't have as many people working or people not working, thus not spending money in the economy. And we saw this in the 1970s as the rate of change significantly slowed in inflation numbers, even though the inflation was markedly higher than it is now. And so I think we had that initial bid in the equity markets, but they gave it all back, I think, because markets kind of realized, maybe this is more worrisome for the economy than we initially thought. And thus, I think that's part of the reason that we've seen RTY been the weakest today, because obviously small businesses would be most impacted by this. We have some other signs of maybe cracks forming. We have Tricolor Holdings, which was a subprime auto lender. They collapsed into bankruptcy today, seemingly out of the blue. 2 weeks earlier, it reported it was in great financial health and actively working with banks on new loans to expand its footprint. Now, this small company had over $1 billion in active loans. After they collapsed into bankruptcy today, we had major banks, JPM and Fifth Third, announced impairment charges of $400 million, and Barclays around $100 million, because they were doing business with this company. So the important factor here really is to consider that the company was reporting a bankruptcy rate of 5.1 or 5.1 default rate from their customers. Now, you would never collapse into bankruptcy if you really only had a 5.1 default rate. So obviously they were not reporting them so they could ensure to secure more loans. And that is a major red flag. How many other companies are out there like this and who is not reporting these default rates? So I think that spooked the markets a little bit, because that is, something to watch if default rates are much higher than we actually thought they were, obviously. And then in geopolitics, we had crude jump on this a little bit. NATO invoked Article 4 over the earlier this morning. Poland detected and shot down 19 Russian drones that entered their airspace. NATO got together. They invoked Article 4, which is not an act of war, but it is a provision that enables any member company to request urgent consultations with other alliance members if it feels its territorial integrity, political independence, or security is threatened. So we did, again, see crude bid on this as soon as that came out. And then Last but not least, since you loved my Bears commentary, let's end this with, we have the Chicago Cubs and Atlanta Braves tonight. Chicago Cubs with 82 wins and 63 losses should win this game over the Braves with 65 wins and 80 losses. But hopefully the Cubs can hold this together better than the Bears did. And that is the news while we were away. I will now hand it off to Nick and Xyzeee for Trade the Close.
What's up, everybody? Good afternoon. XY, how's it going, buddy?
I think it's going great for the both of us right now.
I am long, you were long. I should have gotten in with a little more size, but I caught a decent short this morning, so I was trying not to give any really back. And then I see you sizing into like normal, like what a normal XY trade is. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'm soft. I just am not trading normal size. I'm just going with the one guy and trying to feel something, give the people something to look at. No, XY is like, all right, full size on the deck.
Yeah, I think I got in like 8 lots, took off. I'm off a half already, so wherever the market wants to give me henceforth, I'll accept it.
I don't know if that's going to be low of the day, but I don't know.
I don't like that
I've
ES
tried
didn't
this
give us
long
a
like 3
zero.
times today.
ES didn't really give us a zero print, which is what I hated, but
Yeah.
I was looking at this area on NQ, so I had to take a stab when they were showing a responsive bid. I hate when everyone talks about like, oh, it's to the tick on the level, but I hate that stuff because it's harder for me, it's harder to get in when it doesn't kind of like inch further, give you more price action, more order flow, more time. So I couldn't really get in where I planned to, but yeah, maybe they'll go further down and they'll give us another shot. But I do like this area on a high time frame. It just makes sense to me. These order fills are in the way, but it's off of the most recent volume of the most recent range. If the market's going to continue higher, it's got to hold this area, the 840s, 850s. So that will be my kind of like the last stand for the longs. If we do trade under, we trade into 830s. I don't see how we won't trade below 7, like into the 780s and stuff. So that's the plan. That's the trade. Pretty simple. We did see a bid show up. Bid's been showing up all day, so what? But they couldn't push price any lower, and they started really reloading that bid. So we're getting in, and the risk was good. So I got to size up a little higher, and we got paid on half or a little over half now. So the rest is a bonus, or I'll die with these at my entry. And if it goes to the entry, I'm not switching to short bias, and I could get in some more size if need be, but this is what we're gonna sit on. Hopefully I get to sit on these 3 lots, or at least 1 lot till end of day. We'll see. I'll move this all the way up now that we're down to 3, but I want to see price clear this range back into this area, and anything further will be just trailed.
Yeah, this 850s to let's call it 35s from yesterday afternoon too is basically just a brick wall that sellers just had absolutely no luck with yesterday getting through. And then we just kind of launched. And then Mr. Ellison reported earnings and just sent us significantly higher. I don't think I've ever seen.
Is that what that was?
That was one of the many. I guess probably the biggest reason why tech was just suddenly bid overnight. But yeah, Oracle reported, and it was up like 30%. So always interesting when you see a single stock up 30% in the after hours. It's not like a penny stock. But yeah, I might have caused the demise in equities myself, seeing as how I was short 61s in ES this morning and covered it at 53s. So that's probably why we continued to march down, because I covered. They never would let me still be in this trade. They don't allow me to take session long trades anymore.
The ultimate indicator, man. Next stop for entry.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I now I know what they're talking to my ear behind the scenes. I
Nick's
have
getting
to
scolded
I gotta
right now.
adjust the indicator because I had to re-add it because this is a different chart book. So yeah, let me play around with that. 1 second. You guys want to just go to XYs for a hot minute? I
I'm
forgot I
looking at
had to
ES right
adjust
now.
those.
I'd like to see some more buying from ES, honestly. NQ is doing well. ES isn't really lifting offer. There's just not much of an offer in the way. I don't know why. I think they're hopefully the offer's leaving the market for my sake. Yeah, ES's offer isn't too thick right now. So hopefully it's a shift and they don't want to offer this market anymore and everyone's portfolio can be happy and my trade can be happy. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be happy if we can just get to prior day high, I below area, these two, because on a high time frame, it would be another inflection point, right? So the only question is this node or this node. The market's going to make their choice. This is where they're going to make that choice. And I'm going to just hopefully, if they get there, go down to one. And if they decide, let's just rotate back into the main distribution of the day, which is a breakout, right? So if we look at volume, prior range right here, 2 days overlapping, and they broke out, earnings, whatever, this or that, built, and this zone is still, I'm keeping it red because this can be a failed breakout, and they tried to build in through it and lost it all. So this zone stays red. And if it's a failed break, we will be trading the mid 700s, quite likely. So that's why my stop is here. If price fails to continue higher off of this pullback, they're likely going to test a new low. And I'm not trying to get in front of that. So risk is capped for potential upsides. And we're just going to hope it goes. Catch, yeah. Space Jam, baby. If you guys can see it. When full port? Oh, about 15 minutes ago. JD Trader full size cover half at the close. That's ballsy, man. Yeah, NQ is showing that there's, quite a bit of passive bid down here still, but ES is kind of wishy-washy right now. If they can trade into these 880s right here, which would leave this entire range behind, this would be really, really good. So that's the hard part. That's why I scaled out half my position prior to this, because this is the inflection point first. Don't want to have price move all up here on like 8 lots and then get nothing for it. So you're short ES from the AM? Oh, okay. I thought you meant long right now. You're not going to take any profits. I was like, you're crazy. don't know how long they're gonna make me sit in this for, but it doesn't look too bad on NQ. If they do chew through this and make a new low, that would say there's still a lot of offer in the market because they're chewing through a huge bid right now. Bid is passive, but it's there. They haven't really started to lift offer much yet. My idea is if they're going to keep absorbing here, if and when they do decide, okay, now we're going to lift offer, this thing should fly through. That is the speculation. What is your rationale for getting long? Was it
Are we
volume
the
or
bad
shape?
guys?
Just joined. Are you short? No, we're long. So the long is simply this. I know it's hard to see, but there's a line right here. Let's I don't know, I can do this. Properties. We'll do like we'll make it a really thick line. So this line here is what I'm gauging for a cap to the downside. If we move it further, this is the prior range we broke out today. Leaving this volume behind is not good for the longs, for sure. But I think this can be a potential catch point, if not at least for a bounce, right? A bounce, and then maybe they'll find a reoffer. But something that can definitely be capitalized on. And we did get the bounce. So now the rest of my position is held in case this is going to be low of day. There is a decent chance because there is a bid still interested here, right? If you look at the market, this is going to be the volume that pushed us out of the range. And if they want to hold it, they got to hold it here. It's a last chance kind of thing. So that's the long. Got paid on half and half coming back to me now. So break even on the rest of that, 3 lots. Still keeping an eye. I am still long biased if we are trading above this area, the 840s. So
I got
it's not
stuck.
until we trade under maybe the 820s, then maybe I'll start playing for a move through into this area here, 760s. But they've got decisions to make, and we'll see what they do. Try to capitalize. But that one paid pretty nicely. Can't complain about that trade.
Drawn shop. I'm trying to get back into. I was just screwing around with settings, and I was trying to get back to my lay of the land here, and had to move my charts, my screens, more or less. So sorry for making you anxious.
I'd like to see a new low on ES, a better low before anything.
Let's see if I can do a Stowe impression. A new low would be encouraging.
I wonder if Leo regrets that.
That's a good one, though.
I think PAX is the best, man.
Do we have
The
pack? Oh,
Ferragamos.
we do have pack sound effects now, or sound bites, sound effects.
Oh yeah, Daddy's gonna get his Ferragamos.
That's the one. 2 days, there might be new sound bites.
Yeah, the Friday stream is becoming my favorite very quickly.
Yeah, it's fun. It's so early, but I don't mind it because man, he kicks it off with action. It's action packed. There's high energy out the gate. This tape is so heavy right now. Holy shit. There it is. New low. ES, not yet. I want to see a new low ES first. Equal low.
Hmm.
I need to get a high time frame ES chart on this thing. I really hope they do not put equal low ES and just run this back up. Daniel, what's up, Daniel? I can't tell if Daniel is someone's burner or He's for real.
This is another one of those just slow death grinds. God.
Yeah, that's just sitting on price like heavy.
I
They're
know,
not
and
going
they
to really
had to
pull it
shake
up.
me out of my shorts.
They chewed through so much bid to get down here too. I'm seeing it as sellers really got to get what they want here.
I mean, this is, oops, looking at the split screen.
Sellers got
Like
to get what
this,
they want, or I'm going long.
all this garbage was when I was short ES. And it just, NQ was just not playing ball. And so it shook me out of the dang trade.
They were kind of decoupled in the morning, huh?
Yeah, it was a weird,
I hate that.
weird divergence. Surprised Nick is not short. I mean, who wouldn't be? But I tend to not still be holding shorts on most days. I tend to if I'm short, I tend to scalp my short, get in, get out, and do something better with my life. And that's why
What's better than being glued to the chart?
I mean, even if I was still short from 61s, that's a lot of mental capital for 30 points with
Yeah.
a probably what was at this point at the most a 3 lot to still be holding. Like that's a lot of
How heavy was your size?
I was in 5.
Oh, still be holding 3? You'd be crazy. No
No,
way.
I don't think I'd still be holding
No
3, but
way.
I'm saying at the absolute most, like there's no way I'd still be holding 5.
Yes, we just got to make that low. Come on, man.
It's gonna break it.
There it is. At least give me a 0 print. All right,
Jose,
maybe
I
that feels
do,
right.
but we'll see for how long. I've pretty much have milked that thing for all it's worth.
$45 lots sitting at 38 here. They don't want to fill them. Not yet, at least. This is a better low than earlier, for sure. Dude, this offer is who pissed off the sellers, man?
I mean, everybody, did you the overnight anger, the Larry Ellison anger from buyers? I mean, everybody clearly could have pissed them off. Like it goes back to last Friday. They're like, "Oh, you didn't think we were serious?" Granted, this is not as angry of a sell as last Friday was.
Yeah.
I just have a hard time believing them.
Oh, we are.
Oh yeah, of course. They just leaked CPI. That's what this is. That's what this whole day has been. Someone leaked CPI. Clearly.
Last time they leaked something, they turned around and said, never mind, it was fake.
Yep.
Dude, this offer is just constantly reloading at the lows.
I know. But here's that 840 spot. Let's see.
Yeah, I do like it. I'd like to see them step off just for a second.
XY, you gonna get a new iPhone?
Absolutely not. I ride these to the death.
Yeah, I'm like
I'm on
4 years
13 right
in.
now, I think.
Yeah, I think you're like you like me. My wife, I think, needs one though, and she's not like year 5 like I am. Year 4, whatever it is.
Mine's gonna be vintage by the time I upgrade.
That's the one benefit, I guess, of sitting at a desk all day is I don't really have the battery life issue. Oh God.
Yeah, I think actually every upgrade I've done, you're forced into it because like all the updates they do to the iOS, and then it starts getting all slow, and the battery life gets all shitty,
Yeah.
and Until they do that to this one, I'm just gonna hold on to it.
I mean, don't Mark, the Motorola flip phone is like goated. Like that is an all-time phone. The original Razor.
I actually really liked the BlackBerry Bold. I had one for a while, and the battery life was just so bad on the new ones that I had to switch to iPhone eventually. I think the 4S was my first iPhone, and yeah, that was that.
I I didn't get the original one. I want to say the iPhone like 3G. That was probably I think my first one.
That was like, I mean, the first one was, yeah, iPhone, and then they went to 3G and then 3GS, right? So you
Yeah,
got
I
one
think
of the
that
OG
was
iPhones.
when I got it. But
Looked
yeah,
like an iPod.
the greatest of all time still is the Nokia brick with Snake on it.
Was that I had
That was my phone in high school.
my goat was the Sony Ericsson or Nokia. Was it Sony Ericsson? Nokia? I don't remember. It was an Ericsson though. All right, well, guys, we are long, and ES needs to play ball right now.
Wants to. Will it?
I'm gonna get some scales out here.
Where did you get in at?
I'm in at 44,
Oh shit.
844. Yeah, I really waited. They kept pressing that offer, and I was like, well, if they're gonna keep pressing it, I'm just gonna be hands off. But at some point, they actually jumped the bid, replaced that offer with some reloaded bid, and I was like, all right, well, if it's not now, it's never. So we're in for 5. Got one off. We're down to 4. See if we can get another one off, and we'll try to ride 3 again.
Oh, there she goes. Now I feel like I'd be chasing
Yeah, it's a different trade now if you get entered.
entry at the in the 40s.
We are keeping a close eye on the Dom here. I might cover another if they step off on the bid here. The lifting offer, we've got
They're
like
still
70
lifting.
lots, 80 lots. Get to prior day close, and I'll be happy. Still lifting. 40 lots. I'm not peeling anything until they stop lifting more offer. So 50 lots. All right. I'll take
JFJ,
one more.
no. You had an opportunity to get long at my stop, which was sitting at 54, so it would not have been XY's entry, but there was an opportunity. So, you know, you could have. That's where my stop was. When I long 60, I had moved it to 54s. And so not you could have ran a 10-point stop and still been in the trade.
The ultimate indicator, man. You guys got to know this. Know this. All right. I'm down to 2. Didn't get overnight low. I'll be happy. I'm going down to 1 and see if we can get more longs if they pull back strong. Unless they just grab these 2 lots from my hands now. Okay. XY, what do you see at the moment to entry market? Sellers selling less and buyers buying more. That was quite literally what it was. Take reader, give a good clue down there. Price stall. Sir VWAP, yes. If you are also making money off of this from my call out, you can feel free to tip me 25%, 30%, 35%. If anyone in chat makes money off of my calls, whatever I'm calling, please shoot a tip. If it's a loser, don't talk to me about it. I don't want to hear about it. No tips in EU, sorry. Yeah, guys, just hit the like button, please.
I mean, look at all
That'll
this.
do it.
There's been so much selling.
Some likes will do it.
Yep. What time is it? Oh, okay. M period. Not M period. L period. I didn't know what time it was.
M period soon. Hopefully
Oh,
they can
period.
spike this thing.
So it's kind of
I
been
am open to adding back on some size if they come back and hold a bid. Get an M period now. We need an XYZ as long sound effect.
still lifting.
Yeah, they could crush my dreams here, right here before they get into this low volume spot.
And he's gonna
Ultimately,
up.
I would be willing to get long some more if they can trade above the 80s and come back into the 70s, 60s. I'll get some more on. So planning ahead, that will be the plan. If they come back from here to the lows again, it is what it is.
What he's saying is he will blow up this whole deal over $20.
I'll do it, man. You've seen me do it, unfortunately. Rate this PA out of 10. I don't know.
It's better
5.
than yesterday.
Dude, me and Leo had a rough time yesterday. The entirety of the stream was a 20-point range, but 80% of the stream was a 10-point range.
And then it violently broke
And then
up.
it just, yeah.
I was literally pushing a stroller around a parking lot of a doctor's office during that stream and listening to you guys.
Cry. Yeah.
Well, I was just trying to kill time and keep the baby happy. And I was just like laughing to myself, like, thank God I'm not on stream or in a trade right now.
Look at these losers.
God, they are just stuffing this settlement spot from yesterday.
All right, well, they're pulling back. Let's see if I get an opportunity to add some size back on here, or they're just gonna like destroy me.
Now it's going to go to 0.
I'll front run it. I'll get some longs at 1. All right, we got a bid, jumpy bid, 850s. If they get rewarded, I'll tag along.
Don't worry, guys. You know it's a good thing when I'm just randomly pulling up my long time frame chart.
Give them the high time frame. Like, yes,
Yes.
price action. When
We
you can't
remember
find
these
it on the low
levels
time frame,
from
you gotta go
Sunday,
look for
don't we?
it. Yes, the market is moving after all.
Hmm. No, I was trying to figure out where. I mean, it's back to the 820s realistically.
Yeah, they just took out my 2 lots there. Still willing to get some longs if they hold this, but we're seeing some buying that's coming in that's not getting anywhere. That's not good. Need to see that on the sell side. We've got 125 lots just slapped 840. And
I mean, buyers just let ES like roll back. Like, what's previous day clock? Okay, well, it's a little further. It's like 65.20s, so maybe it doesn't want to go that far. But previous day high is at like 26. Like, just let it roll. Got the
yeah,
overnight low
they could
there.
hold this right now.
Wait,
honestly.
I just realized this is one of those weird days where ES has not taken out the overnight high or the overnight low yet.
Stats. Oh, you're right. Stats
And
still.
that's a
No, wait.
99.9% of
Oh,
the time stat.
you're right.
So odds would say we're probably going to go tag
Overnight
26.
low. Prior day highs right there too.
Yeah. And that kind of would make sense. I didn't even notice that we didn't take out the overnight high, but of course we didn't. Didn't think about the stat the rest of the day. The last time this stat was in play, we did have a violent flush. I think it might have been like last Monday or like 2 weeks ago because I was in a short and everyone was telling me to cover. And so I did. And then it
Oh man, that's the
waterfalled to the
ultimate.
overnight low.
That's the ad indicator.
Yeah. Well, it was a runner and I'd already, yeah, I was kind of being stubborn.
I'm gonna try this long. Huge buyer just came into the market. I'm riding. If he dies, everybody dies.
Full tilt. I don't always scale out. Sometimes I'll just exit full clip for 30 points in NQ with a 3 lot, 4 lot, whatever it is, and just call it a session. I'm not as good at scaling out, I think, as Stowe and XY sometimes are with also their ads too. Like they re-add into positions. I tend to either build or go in all at once and then exit all at once.
It's funny you say good at scaling out because I see it the opposite way. It's me trying to be able to hold on to a trade. Scaling out is like my coping mechanism, you know?
I'm good at scaling out and holding ES trades. NQ, I'm an idiot. And there's a lot of times I just should not have hit flatten.
Kane, what up, Kane? Hey, you long? Are
Hey,
you long?
Kane.
Tell
Looks
me
like
you're
we're
long
about
with
to
me.
die. Yes, it does.
Tell me you're long with me. So we'll die together.
Now all eyes are going to be on 26.
Yeah, we're gonna die. I think I'm just gonna scratch out early on this. Or I'm gonna get out early on this. It's not even a
Honestly,
scratch anymore.
forgot about that stat completely.
Yeah. Dead.
Oh, stupid computer.
That's why it didn't work, man. Kane didn't get long.
Well, you know what's funny is that NQ didn't take out the overnight high. So, and we did finally take out the overnight low at whatever lunchtime. So that stat was in play too.
They just ran through a pretty big buyer, so this
Let's
is
see.
kind of crazy. But they're all right now. They're giving a taper.
Mo Cowboy. Basically, I mean, it's not my stat, but ES basically almost 100% of the time, like I'm sure it's not actually 100%, but it's pretty close, will tag its overnight high or overnight low in the session, like 99% of the time. If someone actually has the hard number, let me know.
You got about what, 5 more points-ish on ES?
Yeah, it needs to make like another violent puke. But are the option boys going to let us do that? Yes.
What does
Probably.
Gamma have to say about it?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the. I mean, it would make a lot of sense to just go tag previous day high. Here it comes. And this would also, unfortunately, XY put the other stat in play, which it currently is. An L
What's
period
that?
low of the day.
The what?
An L period low of the day.
Oh, so new low and M.
It would lead to a 68% chance of a new low in M period.
Hmm.
Or just quoting
If
stats.
they can get overnight low and prior day high on ES first, I'm still gonna look for a long, potentially. Can't get short
Alex,
now.
okay. So 90% of the time on average for the last 20 days, it hits the overnight high or low.
Stowe
So
said they don't count when they're on short side, huh? Need Leo to confirm.
I mean, I would say there's probably, I know I asked Leo a very similar question to that. I think once when we were on stream, where it was just like all the times it doesn't, it has to be to the short side, right? But I guess there's not really a correlation with that. It's pretty split. When it doesn't happen, it's pretty even, to the high or to the low side.
They're so close. You might as well just do it.
Yeah, you might as well just go tag
Just do it.
2675s.
They still got like 3 points ish.
And then we can all get long probably.
Yeah, and everybody be happy.
Nick, what is your source of statistics that you mentioned? My source is Leo, because he is in the weeds with a lot of this raw data and spits out factual information.
Trust
So
me, bro.
it's the equivalent of me saying, "Trust me, bro," because
Trust
that's
me,
what
bro.
Leo basically says to me when he gives me a new stat. Leo is my quant. He is my statistician. He is a number of other things as well, but he shows the numbers. I'm just way too lazy to quantify them, run them in a CSV, and then have a system actually tell me what certain things mean. I'm just not going to be that guy.
Dude, my
Never
brain's
have.
way too small for that.
In my old world, those numbers were organized and put in front of me, and then I would say them loud and in meetings, like with passion, so that they made sense and people believed them thoroughly. But I was not crunching those numbers.
You don't have to be the one crunching it. You just got to say it like you were the one crunching
Yes.
it and hope that they don't ask for clarification.
Welcome to the world of sales and consulting. If you have any questions, you can talk to my analyst or my engineer right here in the corner. If you can't dazzle them with knowledge, you baffle them with BS. That's funny. Okay, buyers, don't try to lift the offer here. Can we just let it fall a couple more points?
Getting there.
Here we go.
Getting there.
And we tagged it.
Prior day highs, just one tick away.
And NQ is back to its permanent home. That is 23,800s, basically.
Back
Seems
in
like
this
that's
range,
just been
man.
the spot for the last 3 months.
All right, well, there's prior day high.
Stat achieved. Hat backwards. Let's find a trade.
Oh, try hard mode.
Yep.
It's like when you sit up in your chair when you're playing a console game.
Yeah, it's like that meme.
Yeah, try
Yeah.
hard mode.
So like going forward, sitting up in the chair.
Where is the bid?
Where's the bid? Yes.
90. It's today's game. Where is the bid? Perhaps not. Oh, nines is seeing some lift. Only giving 4 lots on this. It's dicey. 8-point stop, I think it is. See how it goes. That was close. I'm gonna add one there. I'm going to 5. 7-point stop. 5 lots. Stop is tight. Yeah. So the reason my stop is so tight is because there's a lot of buying going on here, which is what's getting me long. If this buying is not going to be able to pull price up, it's not going to stop here. They're going to be able to watch this considerably lower because it's a lot of buying. And if they get set off sides, it's not going to be pretty. So in with the buying, and I'm using the buying as the risk. So CTPs, we will put one.
I should have taken that in yes.
Do here. How can you tell there's a lot of buying? Order flow. Where do you see buying or selling? Depth of market level 2. Price ladder. AKA a DOM. Yeah. Right now they're still buying, but they're not getting what they want right here. Not yet, at least. This '09 is still seeing a pretty willing bid, but they might just kill him, honestly. He might die. ES is doing this better than NQ is. Out of that. Possibly a sweep.
But ES still kind of holding.
Yeah, ES is doing it a lot better than NQ. Let's see if they can build any volume under this on NQ. If they're not going to build, I'll take another long. But going to give it some time to shake out. Yeah. Sweat me out. There's no build. I'm going to jump back in.
Now they're showing up.
ES looks really strong. I'm adding on to this. We're going to go up to 8.
Gotta see this cleared 25s.
Yeah, we can clear some room here. Be nice. So looking for the 830s again. Peel off 3 if they can get there. My finger is on the flattened trigger right now. Price cannot pull. I'll either start to scale out or I'm just gonna scratch this thing out.
Big Frank, are you referring to the delta by price ladder or the volume profile? Because they both would be indicators based on volume. And I couldn't trade without them. I think those would be the two things outside of candlesticks I could probably use and
I'm
be
scratched
effective
out of
with
that.
nothing else.
Break even. I could
You know,
not push
you
it.
still want lower.
I want a better entry, honestly. So
Like 790s. I don't know.
oh, that was a good scratch.
It was. That was a nice little puke there. Yeah, still holding.
Yeah. I'm keeping an eye on ES right now.
Settlements
buyers
down
right now.
towards 21s from yesterday. And you have all these unhappy sellers that have been stuck. These liquidity zones that are still printed here from yesterday.
I just tried 3, but I just scratched out as soon as it didn't go.
Yeah. Now that I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to try another long
Yeah, this is
because
violent.
that was kind of the spot.
It was. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to short because it felt like it was too low, but they did just do the whole thing where you leave the node, you enter this one, you don't reject it, you go through. And then now we're going to get to, right, what? The 80s to the 60s, 780s to 760s.
Yep. And I mean, ES, yeah, back to yesterday's close, but I could see this rolling closer to 6,500s if sellers really want it. See how serious all this buying was over the last 24 plus hours.
Straven, hey, is the green streak at risk today? No, I'm still up a couple $100. So we will see. If I lose another trade, the green streak will be at risk for sure.
My green streak died last Thursday. Awful.
Let's see
Awful
now. The green
execution.
streak won't end today. Let's see where we are. Keep the streak alive. Well, the streak means nothing to me, red or green. Every day is an independent
Part of the
day.
process.
If I think I've got an advantage somewhere, I'm going to pull the trigger. The chips
Although
will
mine
fall.
was the most typical on a green streak, went red, and just feel like you can dig yourself out of the hole and then you just dig a bigger hole.
Oh, that's the classic.
That was me last Thursday, fading the slowest rally of all time up 0.5%. Just getting stopped
That's
out.
everyone's
Okay, 5
specialty.
minutes later, trying it again. Just so
Yeah,
stupid.
Mark has a good point. Please hit the like button as I risk the green streak right now.
Did I get a hair transplant? No, this is just good genetics. My both my grandfathers on both sides had full heads of hair and well into their late 90s before they passed away. So just good Mediterranean genes. Thanks, Caleb. I try to keep it light and tight. I've got a good hairdresser. I am Italian.
Is that why you hate pineapple on pizza?
Yes. One of the many reasons. I've gotten in this argument with my mother-in-law too, where I'm like, if I come home one day after a long day of work and you've ordered my children pizza because she's a pineapple on pizza person too. I was like, I just might have
Oh,
to kick you out of this house. Like, do not expose my children to that nonsense. Not in this house.
just run in and cover their eyes. Don't look.
See, Sav's correct. It's not because I'm Italian that I hate pineapple on pizza. It's because I hate joy and whimsy, apparently.
Or it doesn't taste that good. Also possible. Hear me out. Possible.
Hey, Jude. I mean, we don't, it's Wednesday. Jim is still on vacation through next week. So we don't need to bring him into this because I know he casually will throw on the stream some days as he's living the dream in Italy currently. But do not make him come over the top rope like he did last week
I
and
know.
just
He said, no, I
dunk
gotta
on
log in
Savannah and
and
everybody else that was talking about pineapple on pizza. We
I
don't need
need
to
to address
revisit.
this.
So you got back in long XY back over the 800s.
I am long, yep. I'm not taking any profits before 8:30 price.
Okay.
I
So
say that now, but if it gets close enough, I'm gonna bitch out. Happens all the time.
yeah, why not? I just am sitting here. I'm like, I have a good day. Don't need to screw up more. But I also have been trying to think about. I've been almost pressing the button at like 805s to 809 like 7 times.
Now we will see. They are slowing down. I'm like, should I just put this break even? Should I? But I'm just gonna manually flatten it, if anything. Don't want to get blipped out and then have it run. Yes, tried to buy through the 26 halves.
We've got
I
to be
hate that I
aware.
say
Maybe
tried
we'll
to.
do this. The M period stat is in play. We are still sitting very close to the lows. Maybe we're gonna get the turn here in 3 minutes. We're gonna run a new low and then we can all buy it. So the stat will be paid. The market
I'm
got
scratching out. Green streak still alive, baby. I think I had like 1,200 open profits on that at some point. But no, it's got to be 830s. If I'm taking a long, it's got to be 830s.
Caleb, you think we need a survey of pizza choices from chat participants? I'd be curious what the over under is on the pineapple pizza people. Let's see. We got 2 minutes to the turn.
I'm trying to be extra careful here.
Okay. No. This is not a poll that is accurate. Pineapple on pizza, yes or absolutely? No. Try again.
Yes or double yes?
Yes. Why do you? It probably should be yes or no. I hate fun, according to Sav. Let's see here. Can we do this?
I like this. I kind of like this.
I know they're still holding this.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's see. I kind of want to wait for the turn though. That's my. If I miss it, I miss it.
This is it. This is it. I'm going in 8 lots. I'm going to risk the green streak here. I'm going to give this, what is this? 9 points. 9 point stop. How do I do? There you go.
750 people in here, and we got a pineapple on pizza.
830 price right now. The green streak is going nowhere.
You guys ain't going nowhere.
I know, Jim. I love that they have this edge alert ready to go. So, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Jim, delivering the news to all of those with pineapple on their pizza.
It's you can't
That's
even
not
say
okay.
News. It's data at this point.
Yeah,
It's
a law.
factual. It's
That is
data.
a law, like a written law in Italy. Like they arrest people for that.
All right, Nick, do I have the balls to hold it to 830s?
I mean, I wish I was with you.
Never trust a scalper. I don't. I'm gonna start scaling out a little bit. Actually, no way. I wouldn't do that. Are you about to witness me kill a deal over 20 bucks?
I mean, I've witnessed several on occasion.
I think we can move this up. 25s should trade here when it's kind of empty in the volume. Nick, can they just like pop this thing?
It's interesting that they're having so much trouble with 820, which is like not even the top of that node. That node kind of extends to like 37.
All right, I'm taking the risk off of this. We are break even or plenty of money. No in between.
Fair enough. Yeah, there's no reason we shouldn't be at like 830s.
Dude, it's to the tick right now. They're gonna kill it. Nope. Okay. Yeah, we should see some 830s. Keeping a close eye on 820, 826 here. A little slow.
There it goes.
Get the fill. Nice. All right, green streak's alive. You saw it here first, everybody. Rumors of my demise were greatly exaggerated. I was here. I'm going down to 2. We'll start trailing now. Trail one at a time. Greatly exaggerated. Hey, they don't have the sound bites for like TPs anymore, huh?
Yeah, you need like free bird or clap.
I want the PAX one. PAX one's my favorite now. We are at ES's inflection again. What's my process on trailing? Most of the time, it's just candle by candle, the 1 minute Heiken Ashes. The year will be 2050 and XY's green streak will still be alive. I mean, it got a little dicey there, guys. Got a little dicey.
It did feel a little sketchy there.
It was dicey. Pump it up.
Do they still have more in them?
I'm gonna trail this up here. If I do get this 849 TP here, I will begin to start considering just closing out the trade or trailing very tightly. This is, you know,
I hate when my music goes off and then it's just silent in my headphones.
all right, well, I'm gonna actually just find the whole
Reoffer this,
thing.
aren't they?
I'm calling it there. Can't
Are they really
complain.
going to reoffer 840s?
They are turning. The tape is starting to turn. I don't really want to fight this right now.
Sometimes I really think I know what sellers are doing, and then I realize I have absolutely no clue what they're doing. There's so many days like yesterday, and then there's days like today. I'm like, I clearly don't understand the brain of an actual
Seller?
institutional seller.
I think it's maybe people just got bullied in school. Shreddy, appreciate that, man. Yeah, it was a good one. I like it. This thing can hold here and just continue to run, but I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. They can certainly reoffer this thing too, so. Are those V profiles OFL? Yes. But if you have the order flow suite on NinjaTrader, you can get the same volume profiles. So
Isn't it interesting? We kind of have like a P-shaped profile today.
I know.
Weird.
And then there's a lot of
So
interesting things
there's just
today.
weird things happening this last couple weeks. Dio, you're sinking with the ship. Are you still short
Is he still long?
or are you long? You probably, knowing you, you probably were long somewhere around 800.
He's both.
But no, Dio was short earlier. I just don't think he's still holding runners. I think he got short in the 60s with me.
I mean, I've been on the wrong side of the market for the entire stream. I think it's proof like as long as you're patient for good spots and you manage risk very objectively, you'll still make money. But very obviously, I've been on the wrong side of the market, like just longs, getting paid here and there. He's long.
He's long AF. Yeah, what's funny is like
That bullish tape we had to drive us up faded a little too quickly
this
up there.
this is really just like on I guess on NQ, like this is like a true trend day down, kind of.
Yeah, just no
No single
shift of
prints.
any market structure on the way down.
ES had that like pop to like a new high of the day, like after initial balance or during initial balance, but otherwise same thing, just kind of trend down.
Can you get Delta profile with Ninja? I think you can if you configure and code it. Pretty sure.
Is there a way to do the?
You are asking the wrong guy.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to set it up with the like the volume imprint or the volume profile, order flow. If you have the order flow edition, if there's a way to set it to Delta, I'm actually not 100% sure. They really did offer 840s XY. I don't know what they're doing and
I'm glad
why.
I covered. I mean, if that the volume that's offsides right now on this break, it's pretty bad. It's a bad situation for sure.
Sir VWAP says you can get a daily Delta profile, just not a leg to leg. You'd have to code the leg to leg. And what's funny is like tomorrow morning is CPI, which we could just undo all of this selling once again with a lovely
I mean,
730
this is
candle.
where the market can certainly find the bid right here.
Yeah.
So you might wake up tomorrow and we're back up here.
Yeah, I'll be on my walk with the baby during CPI, which is a good practice, I will say, my friends, to not sit at your desk and be pressured into a reactionary bid or sell post news. But just coming back to the desk and seeing whatever shenanigans took place during the 7:30 news is a practice I recommend most
This
people
is
do.
a failed second attempt at the lows here. Now they're gonna really drive this thing.
Right back to 810s. God. Yeah. You know, I should I don't think I'm gonna push another button. I really want to, and I just realized what time it is, and I feel like
Yeah,
I've missed this 800 long for like a scalp like 4 times.
yeah, the pullback longs were really good, but with how close we are to end of the session, I just didn't want to do it. Those lines with PDH and all, what is it called? Oh, this is the MGI study from OFL.
And it's the weekly
It's
one is free.
Yeah, the weekly one's free, not the intraday one. So you can get like the prior week stuff you see right here for free, but not the intraday stuff like here. You
But
could
there's a
configure
bunch
them.
of free tools in the freemium edition, some of the other indicators as well. So if you are using Ninja or any of the major charting platforms out there, I mean, throw it on your charts. It's free. There's some good stuff. Cooper sellers might get baited in. I mean, when don't sellers get baited into doing something stupid?
Well, that's the thing about sellers. It's not if, it's
It's
when they're
when.
going to get baited. Yeah.
Like there's so many times they do something really stupid and I'm like, that was stupid. And I just casually watch a move like I think we saw last Wednesday XY towards the close where we had all that selling and it looked a little scary for a while and then you caught a magnificent long and then I
That
got
was a good long.
to the tick before it moved.
The long was my entry was actually your stop. As soon as you got
Yes.
stopped, I was already in. And
But here's a great example of sellers doing something really stupid, which is fail to push us back below 800s after they reoffered 840s. And here's them getting absolutely walloped into the face right before MOC.
yep.
So now if we close back towards 900s, I would not be shocked.
Yeah,
Both of
900s,
us
I
are
could see
flat there.
that.
Dio, I
Well,
hope you're still long.
if he was willing to hold longs like that up there, he's definitely holding it now. This is an infinitely better trade.
Still
I just
max
hate that
size.
it's close to the end of the session. Well, can you guys throw some likes? I don't know where we're at, but
Yeah,
we have a
guys,
quota.
no, we're not. We have 740 people watching this stream with only 237 likes. So please
So
Do
they
it
hate
all day.
us, is what you're
You
saying.
guys hate us. We've given you some great
My green streak
opportunities.
was on the line, guys.
Everyone could be max long with Dio right now, holding for 900s.
Thanks, Ivan.
Micro Bitcoin is where it's at. Is it moving? Has it been actually tradable lately?
I don't think I've ever pulled up a Bitcoin chart like on a trading platform in my life.
I passed a 50K prop account trading micro Bitcoin on a dare. I should have done it I should have live tweeted it the entire time, but I just did it within, a session. It was when it was like crazy volatile. It was like the first time it failed at a 100K or
Oh, that was
120,
a
whatever
while
it
ago
then
then. Huh?
failed. So it was like moving. It was like probably this time last year.
I'm surprised we got this many viewers.
I feel like Wednesdays always is a decent batch.
No one's coming close to our record though. What was that, like
No,
6,000?
that was real.
Totally
6,000
real.
folks
We had like
hanging out.
1,200 likes. That was
No
for
one,
real.
no one will ever come close until we have to break the record ourselves. But the only way that happens, everybody, is
Yeah.
we need to continue to grow this stream. So the other quest that Jim has given us while he's on vacation and living his dream in Sicily is for us to reach 150,000 subscribers. So, in the event that you have not actually subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're doing, but please take that free moment right now and push that lovely subscribe button. And while you're at it, turn on notifications. And here's the thing. We keep making jokes about a pizza party, personal pan pizzas, a 2-for-1 appetizer gift card,
Whoa, whoa.
Applebee's of equal or lesser value. Of course, you have to purchase the other appetizer. We keep making
Minimum
jokes that
purchase.
these are the 150,000 subscriber giveaways, but the NinjaTrader team is actually going to do something awesome. They just find it hilarious that we don't actually know what it is.
Yeah, they won't tell us what it is. I hate it.
So,
So we want to also know.
but I will keep making remarks that it could be a 2-for-1 appetizer meal at Bennigan's. Like I don't know. It could be a lot of things.
Please help us find out. We want to find out.
So we're less than 4,000 subscribers away. What are they doing here at 860?
Fractal says, "Hey XY, what was the thing you were saying yesterday about streaming accounts? I came on halfway through and thought you were talking about them for you guys. Then you say something that made me think otherwise." No, yeah, the four of us, me, Nick, Stowe, and Leo. We will be trading. Um, yeah, I can't say too much without people getting mad at me, but we will have cash live, accounts for each of us, and we will be giving you guys the data, our trading performances on those. And hopefully soon, maybe a few weeks. So for everyone who's, hey, you guys are trading sim or whatever the hell people might say, you'll see it all there. They will be fully audited because they are not our accounts. They will be live from somebody else. Surprise, surprise. Basically, if I start shilling too much now, I will get in big trouble. So you guys will find out when you find out. I can tell you what it's not, and it's not Apteros.
Let's see.
Maybe
Whoever's
volume profiler knows a thing or two.
Whoever's offering 865s needs to get out of
Yes,
the way.
it is a live desk, a real live desk.
Attention traders, it's algo time.
It's not like the
Dean.
stuff you get thrown into when you made too much money. It's a real desk. You got all the puzzle pieces? Yeah. There's no other puzzle piece to give you guys.
This is why sellers get themselves in trouble every day by doing
Cool.
stupid things.
Very cool move up right now.
Like everyone pour one out for everybody that just tried to short 840s and then failed miserably at 810s. Like somebody just like left the building and then left everybody holding the bag. But that is a great example of sellers doing something very stupid and paying for it very quickly.
Dio, what's up, man? Are we millionaires?
Dio's rich.
Dio, are we millionaires or are we billionaires?
Dio's going for like late night tapas now after that trade.
He's actually he's building his Porsche 911 online right now on the website.
Yes, he is.
He's configuring it. I'm scared right now.
Dio, you got it. Probably gonna, like I said, rotate back to 890s, 900. I mean, you're holding into the algo, so who knows? Oh, we already have the cane algo. Never mind. You're good. I can't believe they gave us another opportunity to long 800s.
That was, man, if we had more time, I would definitely have tried.
Yeah.
That was like, man.
That was
A
them trying to
failed-
beat me before the algo.
When it comes to fading sell side, a failed second attempt is always like, that's the moneymaker, man.
Like, look at how sad this is.
If you
just
see them trying to push price
Failed.
and they've made a second attempt and it's not working, you've got a good trade on your hands. So, hey, little alpha for you guys. Note that.
Yeah, that's I think a lot of time. I think Kane is very big on like the second touch of certain areas he's watching. I know some other traders that do that versus trying to be the first person to predict the turn. That retest sometimes is like very, very perfect. And you can be very strategic with your stop too on a location like that.
Yep. Easier to manage risk. Way easier.
That M period stat did in fact fail to the short side. And we all know who to blame. It's these morons right here. All these guys. That's why it didn't work. I said they should just wait for it to turn and then they could push us to a new low and then we could all buy it, but whatever.
Are we getting a course alongside with Paint the Tape? No. So we wanted to give you guys free courses and everything free, but Nick said no. He's like, absolutely not. I will give nothing for free. We're going to charge the biggest premium, the most beautiful premium. Everyone's going to ask, where did you find this premium?
No, guys, everything we are putting out is going to be absolutely free. From the podcast to the blog post to random videos that myself, XY, Stowe, Leo just put out there, educational things, and a bunch of other stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's taking a lot of time, but I think it's going to be worth it for all of us. And I'm glad.
Unless you guys don't hit the likes.
Yes.
Then Nick's going to assume that you guys don't care for it. And he's going to get really upset. And he's going to say, no, we're going to charge.
Ronto, the course for XY's proprietary indicators is you just go to your drawing tool inside of whatever charting platform you use.
Not everything is free.
You just connect the low wicks of candles and then you keep moving said line until
move
it
it to your
works.
right. And then you take the screenshot. Yeah, no, everything's gonna be free. We're all we're working on our own individual playbooks. So Leo's is already there. You're gonna see that. And the rest of us, we're gonna make our own playbooks, kind of like, yeah, do our own course on it, right? Stowe's been working really hard on his, and it's looking pretty money. It's looking pretty money. Um, so that'll be free. There's gonna be videos. There's gonna be, I'll try to do more of the recap annotated videos that I do. I'll do some voiceover videos that will be more in depth, right? Where I'll outline some things for you guys. Maybe something interesting happened through the week or through the day. Uh, Podcast. We're going to record an episode 2 today. Totally forgot about it till they mentioned it this morning. But we'll be doing that. So podcasts, videos, playbooks, recaps,
Random thoughts.
random stuff. Maybe I'll go on a rant and I'll just post a rant, totally unedited, uncensored, and I'll get yelled at for it. But
My
hey,
my first post is the equivalent of a rant, so be prepared.
yeah, so you're gonna get PTT uh for free. There honestly there's no intention from any of us to put any strategy, alpha, any of that, trading related stuff behind a paywall. So
Nope. I don't think anything we do is like magic.
yeah, there's no magic left in the market, guys. If
I mean,
someone's gonna tell you they found some magic, it's not new, and ask them how much they're gonna try to charge you for it before you commit. But everything's old. Like everything just got fancy nicknames attached to them. But it's either price action or order flow, right? It's I think primarily the four of us, we trade with auction market theory, and everything's going to be derived from auction market theory. So
yep. And then look at this area where we just failed. Sellers just failed to really find more initiation under. Like this is just long time frame. Oops, I'm not even looking at the right chart. Long time
yep.
frame stuff here around 820. If you were to zoom out and kind of look at the high volume node that's been sitting there, I mean, sellers couldn't find any interest below that. So naturally, you may find some buyers looking to defend there. Nothing,
Yeah,
nothing overly complicated.
we're gonna try to simplify it and demystify everything as best we can for you guys. Because well, we're not selling a course. I think a lot of people would try to make things more complicated to sell you something, but it doesn't have to be that complicated at all. So we're gonna do our
Yo,
best
nice job, sir.
down to one.
Hell of a trade, hell of a hold. You held longer than the two of us did.
That's not saying much. Honestly, that doesn't say much.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
two of
You,
us were the
you and I
worst.
are two of the worst.
Voiceover, trade replays would be golden, but I do find annotations. Yeah, so I think I do the annotation stuff to give it more like it's more like writing something out rather than having to listen and then rewind and stuff. With the annotations, you can pause and then study it as a still frame. So I'm still gonna be doing both. I think the annotated replays will be more of like just a little thing that I'll drop here and there, hopefully maybe like once a week. But when I want to really dive into something like a deep dive, it's really hard to do it through annotations and all that stuff and blah blah blah. Because I'm not that good with the editing stuff. So I'm just gonna do like a video form. Um,
Yeah, I need to get better about recording
I'm bad at that
my
stuff. I've
screen
never
as it
started doing
is.
it until recently with the YouTube. So we'll do some deep dives. And it'll all be free. You guys can support in however way. Um, yeah, spreading the word would be how we would ask you to support us. Because a lot of people, right, we are inundated with DMs and all that stuff. Like, hey, where can I go to learn order flow? Where can I go to learn this? It's all order flow related. And we want to give a centralized space that's free where you guys or where anyone can just tap in and get what they want to get out of it. And it's a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That's why I don't really do much trading outside of these live streams anymore.
Well, you of course miss half the session just existing on the West Coast.
Ronto, that's a really good question. He says, I notice you're not scared to re-enter after an L. How do you draw the line between that and revenge trading? So it is very hard because a lot of times I will get out of the trade before the stop is even hit, right? I know when you get to a point where you know exactly what you want to see and what you don't want to see, it's easier to do these things because you can get out, and if the market's doing what you want to see still, you could still get back in. But you have to pay attention to the risk. My risk is cut. The stop is already pretty tight, but I'll cut it sooner, so that I don't incur more risk. But if the market and the order flow and the setup is still there, I will wait to see if the thing that got me out stops, right? And then the other counterparty flows back in. So yes, it is very discretionary. It's very tricky. It takes a lot of screen time. And obviously you have a daily loss limit. I would hope you guys have a daily loss limit. But yeah, market's closed. Nick's gonna close us out.
I was gonna make you do it.
I did it. I did it yesterday. It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
It was just you and Leo. Was it you and Leo?
It was me and Leo. Yeah, dude, that's the worst combo.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you know what? You guys will get better. You guys are gonna have Tuesdays together, so you guys can. Actually, Jim will be back, so you will have to not deal with, lack of a teleprompter to help you. But you guys are doing great. I think there's been vast improvement as it is.
Look, we are who we are. What you get is what you see.
I mean,
Don't
come
like
on.
it?
The first couple streams in March, if they would have said, okay, you guys are close us out, like say goodbye, like you and Leo, like how do you think it would have went compared to now? Night and day.
Dude, it would have been the same, but I think because thankfully chat has embraced me for who I am, now it's okay. But if it were at the time, it'd be like, get a load of this guy. Like, what the hell is that? Like, did you guys see that?
Yep. Well, folks, we're going to let you all get out of here. We really appreciate everybody hanging out with us to trade the close, enjoying Power Hour and the rest of this crazy little session. Naturally, sellers dropped the ball a little bit, so we'll see what the overnight brings us tomorrow morning. The whole team is back. In fact, I will be back with Chris to trade the open. So please do come hang out with us bright and early, 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, my time. We will kick things off and get you guys all organized and prepped for the day. And then we'll hand over the keys to me and Chris and hopefully find some trades tomorrow morning. XY. Are you doing
No, it's my
tomorrow?
day off. Thursday's
Day
my
off
day
tomorrow.
off. So you guys can have it. I'll see you guys Friday morning.
Yep. So that should be a lot of fun. Everyone, have a great rest of your evening. Be safe out there. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, the green streak still alive.
Cheers.
Goodbye.